Sawadee-kap, I'm JP Mestanza. Today is Friday, January 28th. Welcome to Phuket Extra, brought to you by pvcphuket.com. Phuket officials have launched a public relations offensive after a scathing report about the state of the hotel isolation quarantine in effect in Phuket was published by journalist Jonathan Miller, famous for being the first foreign correspondent to interview King Vajiralongkorn after he was crowned King of Thailand. The report, published by the Sunday Times last Saturday, January 22nd, gave a detailed description of the experience tourists are subjected to after being ordered to quarantine in a hospitel, in which Jonathan Miller stayed in a 3-star hotel, and he reported that no tourists were wearing masks. He was critical on the quality of care provided as well. He tested negative for COVID-19 on landing in Phuket, arriving for the New Year holidays, but was declared a high-risk contact after his female partner tested positive. In response, the Phuket governor, along with leading tourism and relevant agencies, held a press conference this week to assure tourists that, quote, all the bugs in the hotel quarantine system have been resolved, held in Thai language. The announcement this week came just 6 days before the test and go scheme is to resume on February 1st, allowing vaccinated tourists from selected countries to enter Thailand with no quarantine if they test negative for the virus on arrival. Of note, tourists who test positive for COVID-19 but are considered green patients who are asymptomatic will not be confined to their rooms and can come out to walk, exercise, or go to eat while in hotel quarantine. The head of the Phuket Tourist Association also said they would reach out to the hotel in question in the report to improve its facilities and services. For more, visit thephuket.news.com. A 26-year-old vendor at the main fresh market in Phuket Town remains in the hospital after his hand was caught in a meat grinder this morning. 26-year-old Ibrahim R.Y., who has worked at the Phuket Fresh Market 2 on Ong Sim Pai Road for 10 years, got his right hand stuck in the meat grinder shortly before 9:30 a.m. this morning. Other vendors in the market say Ibrahim, who sells beef and chicken meat, had borrowed a grinder from another chicken vendor shortly before the incident. After other vendors were unable to free the man's hand from the meat grinder, rescue workers arrived, removed the top section of the grinder, which took about 10 minutes, and rushed him to Vashira Phuket Hospital. He was fully conscious throughout the whole ordeal, even while being trolleyed to the ambulance with his hand still stuck in the meat grinder. Rescue workers have yet to confirm the extent of injury to Ibrahim's hand. Stay up to date with this story at thephuket.news.com. A mission to remove fishing nets from the popular King Cruiser Reef is now underway as officers from the Royal Thai Navy 3rd Area Command departed Phuket today. This was the second time a large fishing net had been reported affecting the wreck, which sits on the seabed near the Shark Point dive site east of PP Island, according to the Royal Thai Navy. Over the past 20 years, the wreck has become home to stunning variety of soft corals, making it a popular dive site, and the net was damaging the soft corals in the wreck's hull. In a release, the Navy wrote, quote, divers must be meticulous in gradually cutting the net so that it does not affect the soft corals, and divers have to safely release the fish caught in the net so they can return to the sea to help other marine animals to survive. For more, visit thephuket.news.com.
Quality guaranteed since 2012. Call M Painting today.
A draft amendment seeking to increase fines for traffic offenses is expected to pass the Senate at the end of this month and come into force in July. Under the bill, the fine for traffic offenses, like failing to stop at pedestrian crossings and not complying with traffic signs, will be increased fourfold from 1,000 baht to 4,000 baht. The Senate is expected to pass the bill on January 31st, after which it will be sent back to the House to be submitted for royal endorsement. The safety of pedestrians has become a hot topic in Thailand after a fatal accident in which Police Lance Corporal Norawich Buadok rode his Ducati into a doctor last week while she was using a zebra crossing in Bangkok. Phuket officials confirmed 525 total COVID cases for Thursday, with no new deaths reported. This raises the total number of cases on the island during the month of January to 12,728, for a daily average of 469 cases and a death toll of 7. Thailand, meanwhile, recorded 8,450 COVID cases, with 28 more COVID fatalities over the last 24 hours. Since the pandemic began, Thailand has seen 2.4 million COVID cases, with a death toll of 22,126. Thanks for joining us on this Friday edition of Phuket Extra, brought to you by pbcphuket.com. Join us again on Monday, where we'll catch you up on all the news you missed over the weekend. Until then, stay classy, Phuket.
Phuket's rapid modernization has made it one of the world's premier holiday destinations. Investors can still buy quality condominiums for as low as $75,000, and luxury properties can go all the way up to $20 million. Condominiums in Phuket are a safe, secure bricks-and-mortar investment, offering foreigners freehold ownership. Call or email Thai Residential, Phuket's #1 trusted real estate advisor, to find your perfect Phuket property.